Today on Celebrate South Florida, we take a trip down memory lane to explore the world of collectibles. First, we slip into the driver's seat of a great American classic to experience the all-powerful muscle car. Then we show you the masterful art of American automobile design. And finally, we climb aboard the Express Railway to discover the finest collection of model trains. That's today on Celebrate South Florida.
Hi, I'm Mia Lorenzo, and welcome to Celebrate South Florida. Today, we're showcasing our best collectibles. Whether you're into coins or stamps or autographed memorabilia, such as my favorite Who album right here, collecting is America's top hobby. I'm here with Mike Prisco from Earth 2 Comics in Pembroke Pines, which specializes in comics, trade paperbacks, statues, and more. Mike, tell me when you got started into collecting.
Well, I started in the early 80s. One of my favorite books was X-Men, and I read Fantastic Four, and there was a lot of other titles that came out that were independent, Valiant titles. Lots of people who collect probably remember. So yeah, it was easy. It's always been something I've enjoyed, and I like reading to begin with.
And how is this rewarding for you?
Well, I mean, here I am now. I own my own store, so I'm kind of living my dream, if you will. Getting involved in comic books and your favorite comic characters is just an amazing feeling when you could dive into a book, and it shows now. There's movies, and it's something that's being shown all over the news, and, when Captain America died, it was a really big issue, so it's a really fun and exciting thing just to be involved with.
Sounds like it. Well, following your dream is a great way to get a charge out of life. One's family's success comes from their passion for the great American muscle car.
You get these new cars that come out with the Rice burner mufflers, and they sound like a revved up lawnmower or a weed whacker. These cars got these deep, mellow tones that you can hear them boom, 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 boom. Any red-blooded American man knows that when these cars go by, the ground shakes a little bit.
Regardless of where you live, in America, the muscle car is king. And nestled in a remote warehouse district in Miami, you can find a private collection of timeless Americana. These racing beauties are more than collectibles. They remind us of a good economy in America, when the price of fuel didn't matter. Raw power, tough bodies, and easy to work on, these cars cannot be forgotten.
Like that? That was nice. That's what they were meant to do.
My passion began back in 1998 when I started collecting Mopars. Those are my favorite cars are the Chrysler products, the Dodge and Plymouth. And my brother, we grew up around my brother having Demons and my other brother having GTOs. And those were cars that I was accustomed to seeing around the house. So when I got of age and I was financially able to have some cars, I started collecting in the Mopars. My first car was a 1971 Dodge Demon 340 4-speed. And I had that car for 2 years, and then I sold it, and with that money I bought another car, which was a 1970 Challenger TA. I collect these cars for two reasons: to show them in the public, and also to race them. We take them to the quarter mile and we race them, because that's what these cars were meant to do. And they're very nice. They're show poodles. They'll win any show that they go to, and they also will kick butt at the track.
Iggy Alonso out of Miami, Florida, did everything but run a perfect run, folks.
In addition to leaving the competition in the dust, this car collection has its own gatekeeper. Master mechanic Dave Dudek met Ignacio Alonso at the Mopar Nationals, where they ignited a new friendship.
You know, here comes this guy, shorts and hat on backwards and tank top on, and he's just like, hey, you interested in selling it? And I was like, well, you know, maybe, I'm trying to wonder, is this guy serious? Because these cars go for a lot of money, and, he shot some figures to me, and I said, let me make a pass, and, we'll talk about it afterwards. And, we struck a deal, and that was it, and from there, we hit it off, Our passions are the same, and everything worked out well. I think I was 14 years old when I got my first car. I wanted one of those models, of an engine, and my dad got me a whole car. And I would just take apart that, and I was just always intrigued with it. And after a while, I started racing cars, and I was always intrigued with the amount of power you can get out of them. This engine here looks like it was showroom stock. It was rated at 275 horsepower from Chrysler. With the internal modifications we made, this made 500 horsepower and 508 pounds of torque on the dyno. It's actually 426 cubic inches. It's got stroker cranks, lightweight pistons, fully ported heads. The intake and exhaust manifolds were actually sent out to a company called Extrude Home that runs abrasive putties through them to open them up to allow everything to flow better. The carburetor's fully reworked, but everything looks just the way it left the showroom floor. And even look at the oil filter here. It's just the way Chrysler Corporation had them. Mopar, that's every bolt, every fastener is the exact one it left the factory with. That's the attention to detail that all these cars have in this collection.
After looking at this collection, one can appreciate their value and importance in American car history. With meticulous care, anyone can preserve a classic beauty. Not only are they timeless, they endure.
These generation of cars that I collect are a lot more powerful than the cars that are coming out today. They were ahead of its time. The styling was there. They're even trying to bring back some of these old cars in today's market. The new Challenger is coming out, the new Camaro is coming out, and they're copycatting what was done back in 1970. So obviously they did something right back then that they're reproducing it again now.
What brings it back to me is when we had a Barracuda convertible when we were little. When I was little, my dad drove one, and if there was just a chance that we were going to take that to the store when we needed milk and bread, it would send goosebumps up my spine, for me, there's nothing that compares to them.
My family enjoys it, because we work out of the same office that we also store our vehicles in, and we get to walk by them every day, and they see us working on it and they see our passion. It's a very healthy, family-oriented. My kids enjoy the cars as well. I take them to car shows, I take them to the track, and they enjoy it. It's really a fun time.
Whether these cars are flexing their muscles on the roads or in shows, these collectibles remain part of the great American experience.
For extensive information on the web about car clubs, please visit floridacarclubs.com, hubcapcafe.com, cruisinsouthflorida.com.